Hello friends, let us now discuss about activation energy of a chemical reaction. Activation energy is a very important concept of chemical kinetics. Activation energy is written as EA, A for activation and E for energy. Now, what is the definition of activation energy? The minimum amount of energy possessed by the reactant to carry out a particular reaction is called activation energy. Let us discuss about activation energy. Concept of activation energy. Let a reaction required 500 joules per mole activation energy. If you supply 499.9 joule amount of energy to the reactant, the reaction never take place. If you supply 500 joule or more, then only the reaction starts. So, activation energy is the minimum amount of energy that must be possessed by the reactant to carry out a reaction. For exothermic reaction, what will be the graph of activation energy? For exothermic reaction, that is where enthalpy change is negative. If we plot the graph where along x-axis reaction coordinate is plotted, that means how the reaction proceeds, and along y-axis energy is plotted, then we have a graph like that. This is the energy level of the reactant and this is the energy level of the product. Here energy level of reactant is higher than product and this value is called delta H. Actually enthalpy change of the reaction. It is the energy of the product minus energy of the reactant, and the value of energy of product is less than that of reactant, so the value of enthalpy change is negative. And the amount of energy required by the reactant to carry out the reaction is called EA. This energy barrier must be overcome to carry out this reaction. If we supply less amount of energy than energy of activation, the reaction never takes place. If we supply energy equal or more than activation energy, only then reaction will proceed. This is for exothermic reaction. And if we plot the graph for endothermic reaction, it will be like that. Along y-axis energy, along x-axis reaction coordinate. The basic nature of the graph is same, only the difference is that here the energy of the product is higher than reactant, and this difference is delta H, and it is always positive, and the value of difference between reactant and product is called energy of activation. So for all reaction, either it is exothermic or it is endothermic, this is endothermic reaction, the minimum amount of energy, a minimum amount of energy must be supplied to the reactant to carry out the reaction, and this energy is called activation energy. That's all. Thank you.
For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.